Hi, folks. I'm Jamie Hiles.
I'm Lydia Judy.
I'm Derek Lemaster.
This is Scream Bloody Movies, the podcast where we review a horror movie each week. And guys, tonight we are traveling back to the 1960s, the swinging 60s in Soho. But not all the time, only when we're asleep and we're having visions. Because we are going to check out Edgar Wright's 2021 film, Last Night in Soho. How you guys doing tonight?
Could be better. How about you guys?
Could be worse.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Got to watch this movie, so I'm doing pretty good, I guess. Just,
Yeah.
whoa. You all right
Sorry,
there?
that's a hiccup. My bad. Forgot we were recording.
I told you to quit drinking on the job.
Yeah.
You just better hope I don't let a fart loose, man.
Oh my gosh.
There's about an 85% chance of that happening at some
That's
point in
true.
this episode. I would say that's even a low ball. It's probably high 90 probability.
It hasn't
But-
happened yet, Lydia. You don't know.
Oh, it happened before we recorded. Trust me, it was a wild one. But anyway, guys, Last Night in Soho, right? So
Mhm.
this is both of your guys' first time watching this, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And had either of you heard about it? You guys remember seeing the trailers, the TV spots? Did you know anything about the thing?
I do remember the trailers, yeah. And I did want to see it at the time. It was just one that missed me a little bit, you know?
I remember seeing the trailers, or the trailer. Maybe I don't know. Anyway, yes, I saw the trailer. I did not recall it when Lydia had proposed it. So then I talked to Quincy about it. She was like, "Oh, I saw that one." I was like, "Really? I've never heard of it." And then she started describing it. I'm like, "Wait a second, I remember the preview." So first time watch though.
Yeah, I think I remember talking after I watched this. I talked about it, and I think I talked to Quincy that she had watched it because I was like, well, of course it's about the '60s, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's about kind of like old Hollywood. Of course she would like that. Yeah, I think this is actually only my second time watching this. The first time I watched it was it came out in 2021, and so we were still in the midst of the pandemic essentially, and so this didn't really have a big theatrical run. So I think it was released on like Amazon Prime or something like that. So when it came out, I watched it. Sarah and I sit down and watched it. So this is only my second time, and I remember pretty much everything because that's only 5 years ago, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I remembered most things. There's little nuances that I didn't remember, and there's also things I didn't catch the first time that I definitely caught the second time. Um, and I think it actually, I think I resonated with it better the second time I watched it. Like I think I just liked it better. But where do you guys want to start? Let's talk about the setting of the movie and it's Edgar Wright, so it's got the Edgar Wright singular style in it, but a different version of that singular style than we're used to.
Mhm.
Um, but it's definitely music propelled, got snappy dialogue, and it's like gorgeous to look at. So those are like the Edgar Wright like bullet points, you know. And
Mhm.
this thing here is gorgeous to look at. This is a beautiful movie.
It is a beautiful movie
Yeah.
for sure, visually and both and audibly. It's yeah, and the colors like I don't know. I guess I didn't know what the fashion was like in the '60s, especially like in England. But yeah, it was pretty interesting.
Yeah,
They were kicking it off with the fashion over there.
Yeah, I mean, we were in the swinging '60s. We were in the chic red light district of South London, London, Soho. And, we're in 1960s and modern London, 2020, 2021 London as well. And so it's like this you kind of see the dichotomy between the two. And then it's like, so, simultaneously a love letter to the '60s in that fashion
Mm-hmm.
and style, but also like a kind of warning about the the dangers and the depravity that happened during that time as well. Uh, but the first time she travels back to the 60s, and we see that sweeping shot of downtown London, and we see that
Oh my
marquee
gosh.
with fucking Thunderball on it, so
Mhm.
we have to be 65. I was just, like, floored. I remember watching
You
that for the first time, you're like, "Oh." Like, "Oh
Yes.
my god."
You're like, "Oh, that's my dream too, is to be there. I just didn't know it yet."
Yeah, absolutely. And then all the nightclub stuff when she the first half of the movie before the shoe drops, like, it's such a, like, wish fulfillment, right? Wouldn't you guys say so?
Mhm. It totally.
Yep.
Like, the smoky bars, grabbing a drink, I know you wouldn't feel the smoky bars there, but, you know, cocktail hour, and then, like, the music and the fashion and the style, and, you just kinda get swept up in it like, "Oh, yeah, that you just look at this guy, he's cooler than cool, look at all these guys,"
Mhm.
and look at these gorgeous women, and, look how cool she is, look how cool Sandy is. Um, it's a really great, like, time capsule. I think it's awesome. It
Yeah, the thing that really captured me, first off, her confidence just fucking walking to that bar, and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna be up there," and all this stuff, and, uh, this I mean, we lived through the Me Too movement, so, like, one thing that really
yeah.
captured me was, just how kind of quid pro quo
Mm.
those relationships were or can be in an industry that is controlled by
Yeah.
people who
Yeah.
have alternative, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
just
there's definitely a power dynamic.
Yep.
There's a power
Mhm.
dynamic, issue, and there's just people with scruples, people that have no,
Mhm.
uh they just have no morals. They have none of that. So, they just see this person as, like, the next in the line,
Yep.
next in the line. As
Mhm.
far as her confidence goes, I mean, she she's not a Taylor Joy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm sure she has some confidence. I mean, she's stunning. She walks into the room and you're like, "Oh, yeah, okay. She's different than everybody else." Like,
Yeah.
just wow. Yeah, the performances in this, by the way, just in general are great, I think. She has a really interesting part because she has minimal dialogue. It's mostly all told through expressions and physicality, her story is, you know, and we're kind of witnessing it from, Ellie's perspective. So it's like we're seeing, like, she's like kind of a fly in the wall, and then we hear Ellie talk sometimes for her and things like that. So I think her performance is really cool in that way that we just, you know what I mean?
Mhm. Oh, yeah. Like, there were a lot of really great transitions
Oh,
in this
d
movie, like,
dude,
playing with, like, the spatial aspect of where she is and, like, those 2 intertwining in the same scene, but
there's a
a lot of them are
showstopper
really great.
bit there's a showstopper bit where they first dance
Mhm.
and it's like a oneer, and we intercut between both actresses dancing with Matt Smith is so awesome. Such a great I mean, I was watching that today and I was just like, "Fucking flawless, like, that's awesome. That's great." Move the
Yeah.
camera slightly so the next one comes in and just great stuff, right?
Mhm.
Just constant Texas switches happening. It's cool.
Yeah. And with the mirrors, I mean, I
Mm,
can't imagine
Mhm.
trying to do the math on, figuring all
oh,
that out to shoot it, you know?
yeah, yeah, and there's some cool motifs with the mirrors and stuff, and that the fact that she sees her mom in a mirror is interesting too.
Couple of
Ellie is
times.
as Ellie as a character is very interesting because she has this gift,
Mhm.
right? And she, her mom had the same gift and she couldn't handle it. And so she, you know, uh, offs herself essentially. And so uh Ellie is wanting to travel away. She's wanting to leave her old world behind and travel to, London, because she wants to feel what it was like. She has this longing for the London in 1960s. Her room is all decked out in 60s, you know, posters, 60s movie posters, 60s music. She's in love with the era of it. And of course when she gets there in 2021, it's not quite that. It's, you know, quite different, maybe a little seedier, but as we find out, it's not any seedier than it's ever been. It's always
Mhm.
been there. But what do you guys think of Ellie and the performance, which is done by Thomasin McKenzie?
Oh, I loved her,
I
man. Go
yeah.
She's
ahead,
great.
Lydia.
She's
Yeah.
no, go ahead.
And I don't mean this in like an infatuation. Like you just fall in love with her. She's
Mm.
so innocent and she's pure. And then she goes to the big city. And my God, could she have been placed with an absolute worst roommate?
Oh God, that roommate is
Her
such a bitch.
fucking roommate, man. I was like, I hope you get hit by a bus or something.
No, me
Yeah.
too.
Anyway,
I
yeah.
hate her throughout the whole movie. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I
Yeah,
mean,
she's
kudos to the
terrible.
actress because
Yeah, but
I'm
like
sure that was the point.
what a petty woman, what a petty
Yeah.
person. Just
Yeah.
like she's
Go
just
ahead, Lydia.
looking down on her and
Yeah.
Mhm.
I I really love this character. She's so sweet and genuine, and like the creative side of her I really relate with. Well, and the sweet, and the sweet part, but the
no.
the creative like aspect of like wanting to do more and wanting to like make your family proud, and just finding that way to like, I mean, we open with her wearing a dress made of newspaper, and it's like a
Mhm.
gorgeous gown, but it's just made of trash essentially, and you just can feel this like excitement in her for the love of
Oh yeah.
creating.
She has like the stars in her eyes and like the world's her oyster, and yeah, it really like kind of gives us a way in. So when she has that first dream, that first vision of Sandy, and experiences that first night in Soho, it's just like completely changes her world. Like she starts wanting to be Sandy. So she kind of idolizes her and wish fulfills. She designs her clothes to be what Sandy was wearing. She dyes her hair to be Sandy's color. All of these things. Um, she kind of starts to lose herself in this fantasy. And then she realizes that the fantasy was just that, a fantasy, because then we get the dark turn of she is actually being prostituted out
Mm.
by Matt Smith, which by the way, Matt Smith is always great. Um and he has like such a fucking punchable face sometimes, especially
Yeah.
when he plays like a villain. You just want to punch it into oblivion.
Oh yeah.
Like you're just like, oh God, Matt Smith, your face is stupid. I just want
He's
to pop you one.
Yeah, he's such a dynamic actor where like playing the doctor, you can't love anyone more. And then it's like he's also so good at playing a bad guy.
Yeah, he plays a
Mhm.
bad guy a lot, and every time he does, I just want to, it's that scene from Step Brothers. Just want to punch you right in the face. Is there
Well, he's
anything I can
got
do to
those
work on that?
yeah, those hard lines in his face. Like I don't know. He
It
looks
should
like a
have
villain.
knuckle prints in it.
Yeah, exactly.
No, he's really good, and but yeah, I mean, you could see it. I mean, if you know from that very first bit
You
that
know
it's
not
like,
not to trust anyone in this place.
yeah, it's like these guys all seem like they're kind of pieces of shit, lady. Um, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, I can do it." And you could clearly see he's a pimp, and that's essentially what he is. And he pimps her out to all of these other guys. And then there's that great montage of like where she's giving everybody fake names, and you see the corks popping, and they slide a
Mhm.
drink over, and she gives everybody a new name until she meets Lindsay, who is a vice cop. I mean, he's a detective. You could tell he basically she says as much. And can I just pause here? That guy could fucking play James Bond. That is a handsome fellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks familiar. He's been
No,
in
I
something.
agree.
Like, when I saw him, I was like, wearing, like, the '60s clothes, I was like, "Oh, that guy could probably play James Bond." Since we're at the Bond search, I'm always on the lookout for any James Bonds. Just until they cast him.
Yeah.
Um, which is great with the twist. I mean, with Terrence Stamp, did you guys think that he was Jack the whole time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this movie did maybe too well of a job of hiding the end,
Mm,
and which then when you got to the end, you're just like,
mm,
I mean, yeah, I see it, but yeah, it hit it really well.
mm.
I thought that,
So
I thought that, yeah, go ahead.
so I knew he was well, I didn't know. I had a sense that he wasn't Jack pretty early, just
The
because I was
old
like,
guy
yes. Because I was like, that would just be too
on the
convenient, you know what I
nose.
mean?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was
and I
like,
was like there's gotta be a twist somewhere, and then when that cop's introduced, I was like, I bet you that guy's the cop.
mm,
And so when that
I did
moment
not.
happens, and we find out that when she calls him Lindsay, I was like, the first time I watched it, I remember I was being like, I was right. I nailed it.
Yeah, I didn't think it was him
Mm,
at first because I was like,
mm,
this guy looks nothing like Matt Smith.
right. Yeah.
But and I'm like, so it's kind of a weird casting choice, but I was like, I guess maybe like and then so I just went along with it and then I was like, oh no, it's because it wasn't him at all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And also like um he is like the freaking, excuse me. He's like this ladies man and stuff, and he's like kind of like
Mhm.
taking an interest in her. So you're thinking that maybe he's doing it for nefarious reasons. But when they have the conversation in the bar before the conference, really, I told you, I should have said 100% chance of it happening. When they're
What
having a
happened?
convers when they're having the conversation in the bar before he gets hit by the car and such. The things he's saying when he's like, I remember all the women, and she's where she is because of her own doing. That's I was like, yep, that solidified it in my mind. I was like, yep, that's the cop. And then, you know, sure enough, he is. Um, yeah. So Terrence Stamp's always great. It's great to see him. So he was great. And then Diana Rigg plays the landlady, who we of course find out is Sandy.
Mhm.
Did you guys see that twist coming at all?
No.
Nope. On a second watch, there's some dialogue she has at the very beginning whenever Ellie goes to
Yes,
look at
there are.
the room.
Yeah,
So, like, you could infer from that, like, if you had
there's
an
a couple
inkling.
different things. Yeah, she
Yeah.
talks about the smells that
Mhm.
once the gets summer, the sewage starts to act up and you start to
Ah,
smell
yeah, yeah,
things
yeah.
because there's a bunch of dead bodies buried in there.
Yep.
And talking about all of the no men are allowed up here, all that sort of stuff. Now, the I knew that she was I called that twist like right before it happened. Like I called it when she's piecing it all together and she's like, she's being chased. I was like, she's like, I got to go tell her that I'm not, that I'm leaving. So I've got, and she like, won't you come in for tea? I was like, oh no, it's her. It's her. I was like, she's Sandy, because I was like, I started kind of playing it back. Like we never see inside her room, and she freaking and she invites her in for tea. I was like, that
Mhm.
tea's got to be poisoned.
Yeah.
I was right about that too.
Jake actually called that pretty early.
Yeah, that she was her. Yeah,
Yeah, he was like the landlady. I think when she was like at the police station and I was like, "What?"
yeah, yeah.
I was like,
That's what I'm
"No."
saying. That's what I did right before she goes back to tell her,
Mhm.
because she's breaking down everything that's happening, and I was like, well, there's got to be some kind of I mean, unless she's really dead and the whole thing's about solving her murder. But why
Yeah.
are these creepy guys following her around? Then
I
we get
thought
the
the
shoe
old
dropped. Yeah.
I thought the old man was a ghost for a minute. I was like, "Nobody else is seeing this guy."
Except the one guy that says, he's like, oh, old freaking octopus hands over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he must be a ghost too. I don't know.
Yeah, so there's some really cool visuals in like when things take a turn and she starts, seeing that how she's being abused and how she's being uh prostituted out and all of this sort of stuff, and it takes a darker turn is when she starts seeing all of the men. I think the visuals for all of that is great. I mean, it's pretty scary, right?
Yeah.
There's a couple
It's
of
pretty.
really there's a couple of really good bits, I think, with that.
Yeah. I think it's definitely eerie. I wasn't
Mm.
scared
No,
personally.
like, oh no, but it's
Yeah.
it's spooky. Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely spooky.
And it fills you with tension. There's definitely tension when they start like just popping up. I think the scene in the library is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. And she almost stabs that mean girl in the face.
Probably should have.
Probably should have just got it over with.
Derek, you're muted this entire time.
Dude, that hasn't happened. I did that after I farted. But anyway, because why would do it before you fart? That's
Yeah,
the
why?
question.
Mhm.
No, and luckily
Mm.
I forget what his name is, but the guy who steals her coke and
Yeah,
is in love with
his
her.
name is Jocasta? No, no, no. What is his name? Oh, John. No, not John. No, it is John, right? Yeah.
Maybe that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
that's
that's
rooting
it.
for him
Yeah.
the whole time, and he just happens to
Mhm.
get with the crazy lady. Uh, Not crazy, but you know what I mean. Like he is that poor guy.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Jocasta is the horrible roommate.
Yeah.
yeah.
Luckily, he
Mm,
saves the day
mm.
and saves her from a murder rap.
Yeah, um, the music. Let's talk about the music selection because Edgar Wright is all about needle drops, and this one has a bunch of great ones, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I loved it.
Yeah, sets a vibe, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was great.
Uh,
Downtown is a
mm,
song that gets stuck in my head. Anytime anyone says the word downtown, I
mm.
just like burst out singing it.
Oh, every time somebody says
Jake,
the word,
Downtown.
go ahead.
every time somebody says downtown to me, I think of NBA Jam, and he's down shooting from downtown.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about, Derek?
I do know what you're talking about.
Boom
Yep.
shakalaka.
Yep. He's on
Yeah,
fire.
he's on fire. Yeah, there's a bunch of great ones. Downtown's a great one. Especially the way she sings it, like that performance of it's really good. Um, yeah, there's a bunch of really fun, like just needle drops that just hit at like, especially she literally drops the needle on a bunch of them, like while she's going to bed and she's going into the 60s. It always pops from that. Basically stems from the song into wherever we end up, which is really cool. And then her seeing like these different like buildings, how they were versus how they are now is fun too. Like the Rialto is now like a like some kind of like um cat house or something, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Which it was anyway. It was anyway. It was then too. Just was disguised as one.
Yep.
It just has like
Um
a bunch of like sponsors on it now. Like,
yeah, yeah. What do you guys think of the ending of the movie? So we talked about it a little bit. What do you guys think about it? How do you respond to it? The
I mean,
twist?
I thought it was great. I just the only thing I was like, why did it show Matt Smith killing her? Like, why did they have to do that? Like,
Mm-hmm.
that was a really sneaky way of like
A
turning it
misdirect.
on us.
Um,
Yeah.
Well,
well,
yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, because I think that it's in the editing, right? Because like we see her shots and then blood and then you know what I mean? So we kind of are seeing it like kind of chopped up, and then when we see it at the end, we see what really happened. So yeah, I do agree though it's kind of a sneaky misdirect. We could have maybe had him with the knife and then her covered in the blood. Then
But
we
then
could have inferred.
we would have
We would
Yeah.
have
known at
inferred that
that point,
something.
I
Yeah,
guess. So, like, I totally
yeah,
get, like, why it was done. I was just,
yeah,
so sneaky. But
yeah.
I like how I like this ending a lot, actually. I think it's really cool. It's really scary. Like, that's the scariest part is, you know, the old woman just being like, "Well, I know you're not gonna tell anybody."
Yeah, because I'm going to kill you. Yeah, and, like, the fact that she just realizes how like, I mean, she just has become so demented, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Like, of course, it started in, like, a sort of self-defense, and then it became, like, a compulsion, an actual, you became a murderer, and you
Yeah,
yeah, these
she's
guys
really trying to keep her secrets.
yeah, and look, these guys are pieces of shit. Don't get me wrong, 100% pieces of shit, but you also just can't be murdering them in your fucking Soho loft, you
Yeah,
know?
no. It's bad. Bad news.
So, yeah, that bit's when she stabs John in the stomach is fucking brutal. 'Cause,
I know.
you're like, that's when you realize, oh, she's off her rocker, she's gone.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
so good.
I
Uh,
was, like,
and
worried about him the whole time. I was like, "They better not hurt John."
he gets hurt pretty good, but he lives.
He
Yeah, he
does.
does
But,
He
live.
does.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness he was
yeah, he's a
there.
good character. John is a really good character too, and the actor that plays him is great. Um, that is, Michael Ajo. He's like yeah, because he's a really likable guy, right? He's just like her. He's just an innocent dude that is trying to do his thing, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
and he feels safe compared to, all the people she keeps encountering. He's like, "If you ever need to talk, like, I
Oh,
can tell
he's
you're
definitely
going through a
safe.
lot,
Yeah.
and I'm going through it too, so if you ever need to talk, I'm here." And I'm just like, "Oh, he's so sweet." Everyone else is
Yeah.
like, "Nice legs, lady."
Yeah.
Yeah, and then all the other women are like fake or D-bags, except for her teacher. Her teacher's a very good teacher.
Her
Yes.
teacher's great. Thank goodness for
Yeah.
that.
But man, like freaking old Jacasa the entire time is just like a fucking asshole. Like at the end, even after everything, she goes, and
Yeah,
I'm
just
like,
gives her a little nasty
ah,
little clap. She,
yeah.
did you see that they were dressed as the craft girls at the
Yes,
Halloween
yes.
party?
For their Halloween, yeah, I did. And then, she's dressed as like a fucking ghoul, I guess,
Yeah,
because they just threw makeup together. But
yeah,
I think that
or the
Halloween scene is
panda.
actually really good.
Yep.
Yeah, I think
I
that's a
do
really
too.
cool sequence.
Yeah.
Uh, Derek, what did you think of the ending?
So Lydia, I'm with you. I felt like that scene where it seemed as if he was stabbing her. Like it was, I don't know. They could have definitely made it more ambiguous. That way, the reveal made a little more sense. I liked the reveal. I thought it was a good reveal and a twist. I did not. I didn't see it coming until like right there.
When she drops
So
the hammer? Yeah.
yeah, and I'm like, interesting, but it
Mhm.
was good.
What do you guys think of like her actually like, she comes in and she encounters all of the ghosts of the
Yes.
people she murdered, and then it basically snaps her back into a reality of, "I didn't want any of this."
Yeah, she didn't want to do any of that, I don't think, like, she just wanted to dance and sing and be a
Saying
star.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Some
Yeah.
monsters are created. They're not.
Yeah,
Yep.
and in a way, Jack did kill her spiritually,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. He did,
because
and
she
then
just lived the rest of her life just in that house alone.
yeah, and she says, I'm not going to prison. I've lived in a prison for 60 years or whatever." And then
Mhm.
she goes to, slit her own throat, and she stopped, and, like, they have another moment where she still, after all of this, is like, "Look, and when she says, I didn't want any of this," she goes, "I know." And she says, "They deserved it," and she goes, "I know." You know? She's like, "I saw it. I saw it happen." So that's really interesting that she still empathizes because she did see what they did to her and how they
Yeah.
turned her into this monster. And then, she has the moment where, instead she's like, you got to get out of here. I'm going to stay here because I don't want to go to prison and I deserve to die, essentially. But you don't. You go, save the boy, get out of here. Um, that's a pretty solid conclusion
Mhm.
to that story, right?
Yeah.
Agreed. Yep, I
Yeah, it
agree.
was kind of beautiful too. I mean, you have her like chasing her and she's like seeing,
Oh, dude,
the young version.
when she's climbing the stairs and we see it like in that fucking, or, that like dreamlike space, and we
Mhm.
see the stairs like looks like Rainbow Road. That scene
Mhm.
is stunning. I was like, that's awesome. That's great
Yeah. And
because
you're
she
like, is
hits
she
her
just
head, so
tripping
she's
because
seeing her
whatever
go in and
poison?
out. Well, she
Yeah.
also smacks her head on the
Yeah.
stairs,
That
so I
too.
think that's why she's seeing her. Yeah, and then when she freaking does the whole after that whole bit, we get the coda where we find out that, she's lived her dream, so to speak. I mean, they're doing their fashion show for their school, but her line is getting a great reception. And, her grandma and John's there to kind of cheer her on. Those two girls, by the way, fucking crack me up. You're so brave. You're so brave.
Yeah.
And then she sees her mom. She's, sees that her mom was there and watched it happen, which was a pretty nice bit. And then she
Mhm.
turns back around after her grandma was like, "Your mom would be so proud." She's like, "Oh, I know she is." And instead of seeing her mom in a mirror, she sees Sandy, who's also there with her. And
Yeah, and
she
Mhm.
it kind of like scares her
blows
a
her a
little bit.
kiss. Yeah, blows her a kiss, and she walks up and they do the mirror touch. It's a
Mhm.
great little ending, right? It's
Mhm.
like, so a piece of Sandy's always going to be with her too,
Yep.
because in a way, Sandy taught her confidence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, for
Totally.
sure.
Like she had that dream and she went to school and they all start making fun of her because she has a hickey on her neck, which she got
Yeah,
from her
yeah,
dreams apparently. And then she
yeah,
kind of like looks at it in the mirror and like does a little hair flip, like
yeah,
she's
Mhm. Oh.
just as fabulous for that. Like she's
yeah,
so
yeah,
happy.
yeah,
And you just feel her like confidence coming through, like, yeah, that's how I'm gonna be.
yeah, yeah,
Not
yeah,
like
yeah.
these mean girls.
Yeah, those, though some could argue that Sandy was even meaner, to those Johns that she murdered. So,
Well, girl's
there's
gotta do
that.
what she's gotta do.
It's not the best. Not the best. Uh, but the fact that they wanted her to kill her is also interesting. Like, they're asking for help, and then they say, "Kill her," and, Ellie says, "No, I'm not gonna kill her. I just wanna get the fuck out of here." I would've killed her if she was trying to stab me, just so you know. If I was Ellie, I'd be like, you gotta go. You stabbed my friend John, and you're trying to kill me. You gots to
Yeah.
go.
And
You gots to get got.
she seems like she has some part in that, like, revealing their faces to her.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, 'cause when she says no, they
They're
all
all
suddenly have
faceless.
their faces back,
Yeah, 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 they were all
and they're
faceless
in the
ghouls.
room,
Well, when she opens the door and sees them, they all have their faces, and they wince from her, and she winces from them because it's like, just this memory of these terrible deeds that occurred here.
Mhm.
Um, and so this trauma that she lived with, and that she inflicted on others. So the whole thing was just Bad News Bears set
Yeah.
in, I guess this admittedly beautiful backdrop of 60s London.
Mhm.
So yeah. Yeah, that's you know, Last Night in Soho. Do you guys have anything else you want to touch on? I mean, the direction, well, I guess we haven't really talked about that, but I mean, it's amazing. Like we talked about the blocking of the Texas switch scenes. The production design is amazing. I love the lights outside of her window from that
Yep.
neon sign. I actually wish that I had one of those outside of my fucking room. I mean, not all the time. I'd shut the curtain if I didn't, want it, but
Yeah.
it'd be so cool to be able to just open it and just get flooded with red and blue and green, these big primary colors. Awesome, right?
Mhm.
And the use of the color is so good in the like when she's laying there about to go to sleep and just a giant, just a red light on her, then a giant blue
Mm-hmm.
light on her. So cool, right?
Yep.
What do you guys have anything else
Yeah.
to say?
I think I would be having, like, very trippy dreams too if I had that
Oh
light
yeah,
outside my window.
yeah. My dreams would always start boom, boom, ba da da da. You fucking be going into acid trips
The
every time into Gata Davida.
yeah,
Well,
the 70s.
getting high in a bus again last night in my dream.
Mhm, mhm.
But yep, that is one night in Soho. So what do you guys think, Derek?
Oh, I guess that's me.
That is you. If you
Uh,
wake up and quit farting, you'll be.
you would think that that would wake me up. So
You would.
yeah, this movie, it was really good. So I'd mentioned it's first time I'd watched it, and it would be worth a second watch. And we gave its praises. It's a beautifully. It looks beautiful. It looks great. I thought the actors did a really great job. Um, and you really like feel for the main character because she's so sweet and she's got these aspirations and you just want her to succeed. And, you know, she's battling something that is perceived as mental illness, but we know it's not. And, she's fallen victim to what's reality and what's not reality, which,
Yeah, and bullying on top of it.
yeah, 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 for sure. Someone steals her fucking Coke and it just out to be John. No wonder he got
Son of a
stabbed.
bitch.
Yeah,
Serves him right.
payback. Although he did give her a Coke back, so maybe it was a little harsh.
He
I'm gonna
tried to
give
give her a
this.
pinch and a poke too.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna give this movie a 7.5. It was pretty good. I liked it a lot.
What say you, Lydia?
Alright, I think this movie was really good. Like, I have no complaints about this movie except the one, but I mean, it's barely a complaint, it's more of a observation. But, yeah, I thought it was really fun. I love movies set like this. I think I was kind of like set as a horror movie, but I don't feel like it was like super horror. I think it could have been a little scarier. But like as a film, I think this was really gorgeous and I would highly recommend it. So I'm going to give it a 9.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree as far as it's more of a thriller, but it's horror. It's supernatural, you know.
Yeah.
It's not as scary as it could be, I suppose. But it's very solid and awesome. I think it's an awesome movie. Like I said, I liked it better this watch than I did the first watch. The first watch I liked it, but I think some of it bounced off me a little bit. It might have also been the circumstance I was watching it in, the year we were watching I was watching it in, all of that stuff may have
Right.
factored in. But like so the first time I watched it, I was like, yeah, it's pretty good. I'll give it like a 7 or something like that. Maybe a
Mhm.
6.57 because I thought it was really gorgeous to look at and stuff, but I was like, it's okay. But this time I really enjoyed it. And so I'm actually sitting literally right between both of you guys. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 because I think it rocks. I think it's really good. Uh, like like we talked about, great performances, killer soundtrack, great direction. You have that Edgar Wright stuff going on. You have that Edgar Wright juice going on. Beautiful production design. Pretty good writing. There's some like kind of confusing bits about the ending, but I think it's pretty. We can kind of figure it out. It plays pretty well, I think. I like the twist for what it is. Um, and yeah, so I don't have a lot of complaints either. I give it about 8 out of 10. Joe Bob says check it out. So now, guys, it's time to make this movie an 11 out of 10. We are going to Akanize this movie. Who would the great Tom Atkins play?
John.
Why not? Yeah. Yeah, young Tom Atkins as John.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
She wouldn't stand a
or
chance.
that's true.
Yeah.
She wouldn't be
Or
kicking him out
Jack.
of that room.
Yeah, or you could play Jack. You could also play Lindsay as well.
He could
He
play
could.
Lindsay for sure.
Yeah.
We'll cast him
So
young and old,
yeah,
although
he
that
played
might
both
spoil
versions
it.
of Lindy. Yeah, it would, but yeah, there is that twist. Um, yeah,
Are
he
we
could
casting
play
him as
Neil.
old or young then?
Well, Young only has one scene,
That's true.
so it'd
Yeah,
have to
I
be
think
old.
old. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
He's probably about that guy's age too.
yeah, yeah. He's Terrence Stamp's age. You know who Terrence Stamp is, right? You must kneel before him. He's
Neil
Zod.
before Zod, yeah.
Yep, he's
Dude, he's
Zod.
been in so many movies. He was
A
in
million and a half movies. Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
Adjustment Bureau. He was,
Oh,
yeah. I love his
yeah,
voice.
yeah. He's great. He's awesome. But yeah. So that was last night in Soho. So next week, guys, Derek, we have a special guest. Is that right?
We sure do. We are going to have Jess of the Shire on, and we are going to have a deep dive discussion about a little movie from the early 90s called An Interview with a Vampire.
All right. Interview with the Vampire. Great. Jess of the Shire will be on next week. Why am I hearing about this for the first time? I'm just kidding. I've known about this as well.
I was going to say, because you don't read your text messages.
I don't read the emails, guys. No, so we have a special guest next week. She will be here to discuss Interview with the Vampire. So that's your assignment next week. Watch the Neil Jordan's 1990s cult classic starring Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, and Kirsten Dunst, and Antonio Banderas. He pops up in there too, and Christian Slater. Just a kind of a packed cast in this one. Be sure to comment down below your thoughts on Last Night in Soho. What do you think? Do you guys like it as much as we do? What are you guys' readings on the ending? Do you like it? Let us know. And also tell us below what you want us to do next week. Or not next week, but any week. Give us suggestions. We'll take them down. Derek will mispronounce them. It'll be great. It'll be a great time. So that's what we got going on. And next week, Jess of the Shire. Be sure to comment down below and be sure to stay tuned after the episode for the opening scene to our feature film we are currently in pre-production on, Secret Admirer. Also, we'll have some great news coming up for High Stakes. That should be not next week, but the week after. We'll have some concrete news, some casting news and stuff for you. So really exciting. It's a real exciting short. I think you guys will like it. You can follow us online at HiLaProductions.com. You can follow us on Facebook at HiLa Productions. So go there, check it out, comment, share it. Let's have a good time. Let's get a lot of people to watch this stuff. So until next week, when we are doing Interview with the Vampire, for Derek Lemaster and Lydia Judy, I'm Jamie Hiles. Remember, if you're going to scream bloody movies.